Good afternoon, Chairman Micah, Ranking Member Conley, and members of the subcommittee. Thank you for inviting me to appear before you today. The Government Purchase Card Program was established over 30 years ago to streamline the federal acquisition process by providing a low-cost, efficient vehicle for attaining goods and services. The Government Charge Card Abuse Prevention Act of 2012, which is designed to prevent recurring waste, fraud, and abuse of government purchase cards. In 2012, EPA had 2,071 employees who were assigned purchase cards. Of those, more than half were active cardholders who transacted $29 million in purchases. In addition, EPA had 1,000 checks writers totaling more than $500,000. The Charge Card Abuse Prevention Act of 2012 states that the Inspector General is to conduct periodic assessments of the agency's purchase card program to identify risk of illegal, improper, or erroneous payments. In March 2014, the EPA OIG issued a report on EPA's management of purchase cards. The objective of the audit was to determine whether EPA's use of purchase cards, whether EPA has sufficient controls to identify potentially illegal, improper, and erroneous use of purchase cards. Overall, we found that EPA's oversight is not effective to ensure purchase card holders and approving officials comply with internal controls. Of $152,602 in transactions we sampled, we found $79,254 of prohibited, improper, and erroneous purchases. The improprieties range from missing approvals to more serious issues of using cards for prohibited purchases. Specifically, the internal control oversight issues we identified in one or more transactions included cardholders did not verify receipt of purchase items, cardholders did not obtain approval prior to making purchases, cardholders and approvers did not apply closer scrutiny to transactions such as clothing, entertainment, and light refreshments. There were some transactions that, in our opinion, were more egregious than others. EPA policies allow for the purchase of light refreshments for an award recognition ceremony. For one transaction we reviewed, EPA provided 4 different appetizers, chicken tenderloin, fresh fruit, pasta salad, cookies, soft drinks, and punch, much more than just light refreshments. The total cost of the food was $2,900. In 13 of 80 transactions we reviewed, cardholders did not follow requirements related to restricted transactions. For example, in 3 instances, cardholders who were not acquisition professionals purchased gym memberships that required prepayment of services totaling $2,867. 2 of these purchases were for family memberships, not just the EPA employee. Our audit found the approving officials did not review purchase logs for 14 of the 80 transactions. For one transaction, the approving official incorrectly assumed that since he had pre-approved the purchase, he did not have to review the purchase card log quarterly. Consequently, he was unaware that the funder and cardholder amended his prior approval to purchase an additional item for $805 for personal use. In conclusion, 75 of 80 reviewed transactions were not in compliance with EPA policies. These transactions were undetected because EPA approving officials and purchase card team. Improved purchase card oversight potentially saves money by reducing prohibited, improper, and erroneous purchases, which would be especially beneficial in the current budget environment. To improve transparency, during the past year, the OIG has started to publish reports on its own compliance with laws, regulations, and procedures. As part of this effort, the OIG initiated a detailed audit of its own internal controls over purchase cards. We plan to make that report public very soon. Mr. Chairman, this concludes my prepared statement. I would like to thank this subcommittee for your continuing support for the OIG's mission and your robust interest in our work. I would be pleased to answer any questions you or the subcommittee members may have.